Skeletor to King Randor. Skeletor to King Randor. Come in, you royal boob.
Hey guys, this is SoulRack333 with another custom review. Here I have my Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull 2.0, and here I have Origins Snake Mountain, finally complete. So when I made the first video, I didn't show the set assembled, because I think there are parts that once you assembled it, it's not meant to come apart. So I wanted to wait until I painted the whole set before I assembled it, and here it is, looking awesome. Now when I painted it, or when I started this, I normally use soap and water, but there are parts that, that has stickers applied, and I didn't want to remove them, so I basically used alcohol to just wipe the play set. Then I masked the stickered parts because I didn't want to remove them, and then spray painted the whole thing with a Krylon flat black, and then just dry brushed purple. Now the thing about purple is normally you want to dry brush dark colors first and then go to lighter shades, but purple on black barely shows up. So what I had to do was the reverse. I had to go with light purple, just purple mixed with white. That's all I did. And as for the brand, look, I no longer use Testors acrylics, so whatever acrylic paints are out there, I don't even remember what brand I use. So purple, and just purple mixed with a little bit of white, and that dry brushed it perfectly onto the black. Then I went back and did the darker purple. So yeah, and there is Snake Mountain. So the eyes I had to mask up. And then the wolf's head and the snake head, I just gave it a very soft black wash. I didn't want to paint those fully, so a black wash barely shows any difference. Painted the eyes red, and then looked at the references and painted the mouth kind of a pink. And then with the wolf's head, I just painted the eyes red, and then gave it a black wash, and then a very light gray dry brushing. Then for these veiny looking things, I did have like a shade of Testors acrylic purple. I can't remember what exactly it was, but it gave it a gloss coat, which makes it look wet, which is very cool. Makes it look very creepy. And then I gave these the same kind of a not a, I guess a black wash, but with this paint, it made it go from that plasticky pink to this very gross looking fleshy thing, which is very cool. Gave it a silver dry brushing on the gates, gray dry brushing on the stone here, and here too, and that's it. I had to remove the chains. I used a hot blow dryer to soften the rubbery plastic, and I had to pry it off very carefully. Dry brush silver on that. So yeah, so now I have the Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain complete. Looking very cool. I'm very happy. So here we have Skeletor with my custom Panther. He-Man with my custom Battle Cat. So this is looking very cool. And then guess I should show Prince Adam with Castle Grayskull. And the Sorceress. Cringer. Now I have the Origins Orko, but he's way too big. So I have Prince Adam with this Orko. I think I found that at one of the dollar stores. A little too small, but I think that works better than this. Maybe a longer flight stand. Enough of those heroes. And then place Skeletor here. Now after I had this figure painted and customized, I don't know who, Lilith or Boudica, nibbled on the snake's lower jaw, so there's now teeth marks in there that I had to touch up. I can still see the little bites, but it's no longer rough. I had to sand it and then give it a black wash. The teeth marks are still there. Oh well, battle damage. They customized it too. So there's Snake Mountain with Skeletor. And then let's get this out of the way and open this up. And there's Snake Mountain. Painted the little bridge here. So this I gave it the same black base coat, then dry brushed. Actually not really dry brushed, just painted it brown. Again, acrylic brown, I don't know what brand. Then painted these, and then I went with a lighter brown. Then gave the whole thing a black wash with the Vallejo Game Wash. Now this, if you shake it, as you should, it's going to give you a very solid black. But before you shake it, it's kind of clear, and it gave it a wet look. So that's what I wanted. So I gave, without shaking the jar here, it was like kind of a clear black wash, and I just let it dry, and it gave it that wet, swampy look, which is very cool. This. There. And there. There is Snake Mountain. At some point I would like to add the lava. I don't know how I would go about doing that, but yeah, that looks awesome. As for the paints, I mean, you kind of have to make a judgment call as to when to stop. I could have gone with a lighter shades of purple to bring out more detail, or go with light grays, but I like it the way it looks. And then it wasn't until after I finished that I looked at the Filmation and saw that Snake Mountain isn't even purple at all, it's green. So if I wanted to go with a Filmation color scheme, it wouldn't look like this at all. It would look like Snake Mountain. But I guess what we're all doing is just bringing out the toy version. And yeah. Now, I guess this should go inward. I kept doing this, which if you do that, you can't go in, so I guess that opens inward. And then, on the other side, you have the weapons rack. I painted it with Vallejo steel instead of silver because it gave it a more darker tone. Painted this brown, gave it a black wash too, and then did the same treatment to the Castle Grayskull door, like a green wash and a copper wash to give it that rusty look on the rivets. I decided not to paint the weapons because I haven't actually painted my Origins figures or their weapons, so those are going to remain as is. And then you got your little creatures there. I didn't paint those for the same reason. I didn't paint the little spider here. Didn't paint this. I did have to mask this because I did not want any paint on it, but I did get some paint on the edges, but that's alright, I guess. This would have gotten a full repaint if it wasn't for these pre-applied stickers. And then right behind the throne is another pre-applied sticker, so I had to mask that up. The throne was cool. I had a same thing that I used to remove the chains here. I had to remove these little side skulls with a hot blow dryer. Popped them off, gave it a flat black base coat, dry brushed white, and then painted this brown, and then dry brushed a lighter brown, then a black wash. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this came out. Here's the ladder. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to leave that in there. So, this gave it a silver dry brushing. I guess they can fall directly into the swamp there. Love this. I will not paint another one. So no commission, nothing. This thing is so hard to find. My wife had to order it online for me. We got it for our anniversary. I never saw this in retail at all. So I don't plan on ordering another one or getting another one. That's it. So put our bad guys on here. Skeletor. I don't think Merman should come from out of here. Beastman. Evil Man should be by Skeletor. Jaw. Triclops. So obviously this is my ultimate Skeletor with part swaps from other figures. Beastman has a Masterverse head and armor, I think. I don't remember. Triclops, same thing, Masterverse parts. This clawful can hang out here. Put my new Snake Man. That Snake Man I did part swap with the Origins Man at Arms, so I think that looks way better. And now the Origins Man at Arms looks very cool with the darker green. Hey, and I just got this guy. Normally I would do a full review, but YouTube sucks right now, so no review. He's awesome though. So, yeah. Let's see if I can do this. That looks awesome. I don't think I'll be able to put this in one screen. Nope. Let's have all of our bad guys here. Good guys there. I definitely have more, but I'll focus on these guys here. Painful. The flocked Panther. And speaking of flocked, I got this guy. Totally not worth the 40 bucks. Glad I got him. Not worth the 40 bucks. And then, since I have my customs, got my custom base here. Custom base. Custom base. Talon Fighter, and then custom base for these. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy with these. This is nuts. And then of the way. When I'm done reviewing this, I have to clean all this up. Now this whole thing actually took about a month to paint, but that's also including, you know, days of working on other stuff, so days not painting the figure or the set. But it took about a month from start to finish. Every time I take this on and off, there is some paint rub, but luckily it's rubbing on parts that you don't see. Closed. Closed. And then, before I had any of these, here are like the minis. So there's that, and there's that. And then one last comparison. Oh boy. Classics Snake Mountain with Origins Snake Mountain in the mini. This will never be customized. And my God. And the only reason I'm able to make this comparison is because this Snake Mountain is always in our living room. This does not fit in where I normally keep my other figures, which is where the Snake Mountain is, and the way I have my Snake Mountain displayed. There's no way I can make that comparison with the Origin Snake Mountain, but this is more convenient, so here they both are. This is very cool. It's all dusty though, but I guess that works. And I think if you're ever going to display a Snake Mountain or Castle Grayskull anything, Origins or Classics, those sets might be better displayed with these guys. Because, I mean, like the steps are tiny and these can just stand there perfectly. I mean, damn. Why get Origins or Classics when you can get these little guys and just have them displayed like that? Make the playset look huge. That might be the way to go. Skeletor. Little tiny Skeletor. Up there. And he can fit inside of the snake's mouth, just like in some episodes where he's standing there. I mean, a little too big, but still works. Thor can come out of the cave there. I don't know. I think displaying either the Origin Snake Mountain or Classics with those minifigures will work. And now here's where Super 7 failed. I cannot forgive them for charging $600 and not put little clasps to keep this closed. This thing is a pain to lift. You have to make sure you have a good grip somewhere, but because they chose not to put these clips, it makes an awkward thing to carry. Their reasoning is, well, collectors, bullshit. Make it functional. This is functional. It makes it easy to carry. Look at this, one hand. This, there's no way. You try lifting it one hand and it'll break at the hinge. So, no, that was stupid of them. You know, I'm at the point now where I'm not buying Super 7 products anymore. They charge way too much, and there's no reason for it. Man. Oh. Yeah, oh no. So you got the lava here, so I'll have to figure out how to customize my own lava. No, I'm happy to have both versions. I'm happy to customize the Origins version. Like I said, I'm never touching this. This is staying as is. My nieces and nephews, when they come over, they play with it. I don't mind. You know, I tell them to be careful. I don't tell them how much it costs. But no, I let them play with it. You know, I watch them, and you know, if they get a little too rough, I'll let them know. But no, I'll let them play with it, and they love it. I don't think I will let them play with this. Maybe if they're gentle. Yeah. I'm not going to flip this over. So there they are. Well, there it is. My custom Origins Snake Mountain next to my Classics Snake Mountain. And I'm surprised none of the kitties jumped on this. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.